Hello everybody, my full name is Yin. Today I will share with you some information about the Imperial Citadel of Thăng. You know, the Imperial Citadel of Thăng located in the heart of present-day Hanoi is one of the most important and enduring historical conflicts in Vietnam as the political, administrative, and symbolic center of the Vietnamese trade for more than 13th century. The site presents the continuous development of Vietnamese civilization from early medieval times to the modern era. Its long history, late architectural and cultural significance make it not only a collection and ruin, but a living historical landscape reflecting the evolution of national identity, government, and power. The title were officially established in 1010 when Imperial title um, of the Lý dynasty decided to move the capital from Thăng Long to from Hoa Lu to Thăng Long. According to historical records, the emperor chose this low location because of its favorable geography of fertile land, strategic military position, and genetic site. The famous Imperial Edict described a rising Roman symbolized prosperity, um, stability, and the long-term destiny of the nation. From that moment onward, Thăng Long became the heart of Đại Việt and later Vietnam, functioning as the seat of royal authority for most of the country's fair history. Structurally, the emperor style of Thăng Long followed a three-layered model, typical of its ancient imperial capital, but adapted to local Vietnamese conditions. The outer layer functioned as a defensive and administrative zone. The middle layers as the imperial city where state affairs was constructed, and the enormous layer at the Forbidden City reserved exclusively for the royal family. This where organization reflected confusion from political ideology in influencing high, hi- hierarchy, order, and um, the separation between rulers and obsession. At the same time, the design was closely connected to natural elements such as river, terrain, and climate, demonstrates a harmonious balance between human authority and the national good. And today, um, although much of the origin architecture has been lost due to war, reconstruction, and colonial destruction, the remaining structure and archaeological remains still clear, demonstrates the site outstanding historical value. The recognition of the central sector of the Emerald Statue of Thăng Long as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2010 confirmed its global significance as a unique testament and South Asian imperial urban planning and political continuity. Well, one of the most remarkable features of the imperial style of Thăng is its exceptional community of political power, few styles in Asia and even fewer in South area, has those at the center of the government and for stuck at a standard and uninterrupted period. The origin of the recital can be traced back the ninth century during the Tang dynasty when the area was known as Đạt La. That time, Thăng General Bảo này constructed a satellite to serve as the as administrative headquarters of Annam Protectorate. The early foundation laid a groundwork for later Vietnamese ruler to establish an independent capital on the same site. And following the collapse, the Tang authority and the period of political fragmentation known as the entry of the Tao Vietnamese leaders gradually accepted their independence when the Li dynasty rose to power in the early 11th century. The decision to establish Thăng Long as the capital marked a turning point in Vietnam history. Under the Li and Trần dynasty, the citadel was expanded, strengthened, and transformed into a fully developed imperial capital. During this time, Tibet successfully resisted foreign invasion, consolidated its political institutions, and experienced significant cultural and economic growth. Thăng Long became a symbol of national resilience and sovereignty. And while the architectural and urban designs of this structure reflect sophisticated understand of space, power, and environment, built according to just traditional geometric principle, and the site was oriented along the north-south axis, symbolizing the Communist order in which the Imperial stood at the met between a heaven and earth natural feature. Such as river, lake, elevated ground were carefully incorporated into the overall plan, reinforcing both defense and spiritual harmony. Architectural excavations have related extensive foundations made of stone indicating that the original palace and administrative buildings would lack conflict, communal escape. One of the most impressive discoveries is a event, the a rainy system village at the site, designed to cope with heavy rainfall and unstable storm. This underground network demonstrates a high level of engineering skill and long-term plan. Such system allow to Citadel to function effectively for centuries despite challenging environment conditions. And well, well, that's all I want to that's all information I want to share with you about this chapter. And thank you for watching. Bye.